Hi, welcome back to Animal Science. We're still on Chapter 1, but this is presentation number 2. In this particular presentation, we're going to talk about animal sciences and the specialties that we break animal science down into. Animal science is simply the collective study of domestic animals. As animal scientists have learned more about animals, the accumulated information has become too large for anyone to comprehend completely. Because of that, animal science is divided into many specific disciplines or specialties. Just like any other science, we divide it into specialties. We also divide animal science into specialties. For example, we can take science and divide it into biology, chemistry, anatomy and physiology, genetics. The same thing happens with animal science. It can be broken down into many categories. Some of the categories are listed below: genetics, nutrition, physiology, animal health, ethology, meat science, dairy product science, and biotechnology. Let's start with genetics. Genetics is the science of heredity and the variation of inherited characteristics. So, what is heredity? Heredity is the transmission of genetic characteristics from parent to offspring. You may have studied this in biology class. Animal breeding. Animal breeding is the use of biometry and genetics to improve farm animal production. So, for instance, we want to get the cow that produces the most milk, or we want to get the chicken that produces the most meat. The last definition is genetic code, and that is a set of rules by which information encoded in genetic material, such as DNA and RNA, is translated into protein by living cells. The next category of animal science is nutrition and physiology. Nutrition is the study of nutrients and how the body uses them. We will study about different types of feed throughout this course. Physiology is the study of the physical and chemical processes of an animal or any of the body systems or cells of the animal. Now, physiology is a big category, and it can include many things. We will discuss some of the physiology throughout this unit also. Next category is animal health. Animal health is the study and practice of maintaining animals as near to a constant state of health as is possible and even feasible. Diseases, parasites, and environmental factors affect productivity and animal welfare. Domestication has increased disease and parasites in animals. And we can kind of see this as we increase the population, the chance of getting a disease or a parasite is also going to increase. So, the definition of disease is any state other than a state of health. Ethology is a category that studies animal behavior in their natural surroundings. However, when we're talking about animal science, we're talking about domesticated animals, so they may not always be in their natural surroundings. So we may divide this into what we call applied ethology, and this is the study of behavior in domestic animals. Applied ethology was developed along with the livestock industry. As we got bigger industries in the livestock, then we started having areas that would test for animal welfare, optimizing production of animals. It looked into behavioral control, behavioral disorders, and even behavioral genetics. The next category of animal science is meat science. Meat science is probably what you think. It is the science of handling, distribution, and marketing meat and meat products. So, what is meat? It is the flesh of animals used for food. Mainly, it's going to be the muscle tissue. Meat byproducts are also used for production, and meat byproducts are all other products of the carcass, some of them which can be edible and some which are not. Dairy product science is a science of providing milk and milk products as food. Sorry about the mild, I will go back and correct it. This includes the collection, handling, and marketing of milk products. The last category of animal science to be studied is biotechnology. Biotechnology is relatively new, and it is a collective set of tools and applications of living organisms or parts of organisms to make or modify products, improve plants or animals, or develop microorganisms for specific uses. Biotechnology involves technological applications of biology. So, as we increase our knowledge of technology, we are going to increase our biotechnology. This discipline has received attention in the animal science because of recombinant DNA technology and its many promises. Maybe you have heard of GMOs. They are genetically modified organisms, and we use them in our agricultural technologies today. The last section that we're going to talk about today is animal distribution. There are approximately 4.5 billion large farm animals and 19.8 billion poultry distributed throughout the world. The number of large farm animals has been increasing at an average rate of about 1% annually for 3 decades. Why do you think this is happening? Maybe because our population is increasing. Poultry numbers have also increased, but they have increased more rapidly at an average rate of over 5% annually. Until very recently, greater than 2/3 of the large farm animals were found in developing countries, but they produced only about 1/3 of the meat, milk, and wool produced in the world. Reasons for this low productivity include environmental stresses, disease challenges, lack of access to technology or even industrial areas, and different objectives of livestock production. However, the productivity of the livestock in the developing world is improving dramatically. This will be our last slide. Agricultural animals have made a major contribution to the welfare of human societies for millennia by providing a variety of products and services. If you look at Table 1-2, it shows some of the contributions of animals to human societies. Animals contribute food, body coverings, work, body wastes, and there are several other uses listed for animals. The next presentation will deal with contributions of animals. Have a great day.